Hey guys, it's Felissa Rose, and you're watching Mr. Tony of the Dead. I love you.
Hey everyone, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on a movie called Bone Tomahawk. This is from RLJ Entertainment, and in this is a whole bunch of people, like recognizable faces. A great cast. Kurt Russell, Patrick Wilson, David Arquette, Matt Brown. I'm blanking on the name, but the main guy that you've seen, I believe, is in Lost. There's Sid Haig, Robert Mukes, just a lot of people that you would recognize. And this movie, it takes place in like a late 1800s, maybe early 1900s. They don't exactly say, but it's like a kind of like cowboy time. And it takes place in this town called Bright Hope. And what happens is in the beginning, David Arquette and Sid Haig, I don't know if I said David Arquette, but he's in it. They're like kind of they're robbers. They're thieves. They will slit your throat while you're sleeping and rob you blind. And so they do this, and while they're trying to go through these mountains, they hear like this kind of like weird. It's like it's really hard to describe. It's like a whistle, but yet it's like has like a haunting sound and even a little bit like a wolf in a way. It's really strange. And but you know, we'll just go through, and here they come across like this kind of like a burial ground kind of thing, and well, whatever they were, you know, coming across ends up getting one of them, and the other one escapes into this town of Bright Hope. And while he's there, he's very suspicious and gets shot and by the sheriff, played by Kurt Russell, and they put him in jail and everything. And Patrick Wilson's wife is like a doctor, and she goes to tend to the leg and everything, and throughout the night. And wow, Patrick, he has like a splint on his leg. They never exactly said it's broken or not, but I assume it's broken, especially with the noises it makes later on. But it's like, you know, a broken leg, and he's like, you know, it's hard for him to move around, so he kind of like passes out. And here you find out in the middle of the night that these they're not sorry for the crude word, but the way they say it, they're not Indians, they're troglodytes, as they call them. And they're kind of like a caveman kind of thing, like they're inbred over and over again, kind of one of those. And so they get a party together to go after the doctor, and they also took the deputy, and you know, they went and they took them and everything. But before they left, they ended up killing like a few people. Well, they killed one person in particular. But so that's them. They're going to rescue her, and you know, chances are that they're already dead. But you know, they got to know, and Patrick Wilson, like his wife, you know, she's his wife, so he's determined, even though his leg is all messed up. And so it's just their journey going. And I will say this: at first watching this, I started watching it, and it's a little bit of a slow burn, especially in the beginning. There's some scenes that just kind of seem to go on like too long, and I wasn't sure. I was like, oh no, please don't like tell me this is gonna be that, like, you know, a bad movie. And I like it. I like the movie. I'll just say that right now. But it didn't have promise in the beginning. I was like, oh, I don't know where this is gonna go. And I'll tell you what, there's practical effects in this, and if there is CGI'd at all, it's covered up really well and you can't notice it. But the practical effects in this movie are awesome. It turns into a very brutal movie, and some viewers may not be able to watch it, but it was done really well. And one thing I noticed, and I didn't, maybe this is why the scenes seem to go on or something, but I really don't think there was any music in this at all. There was no, like, you know, like certain, like, maybe cowboy movies and that, they'll have that like kind of song playing, like a cowboy song, I don't know. exactly. But like I don't really remember there being any score in this until the end credits, and I could be wrong, but I just don't remember any. And I thought that was very different. There's usually something, and from what I can remember, I don't remember hearing any, and that was interesting. I thought I liked that they did that. Again, at the end of this movie, I knew I liked it, but the more I think about it, I like it even more. I like the whole idea of it. It's kind of different for a cowboy movie, going and after troglodytes, and they're kind of like they don't talk. They don't even have a name for them because they don't know how to speak English or anything. They kind of just communicate with each other with that horrible howl thing that they do. And there's a really, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a really awesome scene in that where they figure out how they're doing that. I'm just going to put that out there, but it's pretty cool. It's really a good movie. Very, very brutal, and I would recommend this movie. I thought this was really a good movie, and the cast is great. The cast is a really great cast. Kurt Russell does a great job. Patrick Wilson, everybody just like really good. It's a very small town they're in. There's not a ginormous cast like of town folk or anything, but it kind of plays it off that it is supposed to be a small town, and a drifter comes in and he doesn't kind of like measure up to everything, kind of like suspicious, and I don't remember his name, but the guy was the another deputy, like the part-time kind of deputy. He was an older guy. They call him Old Man mostly, and he was probably my favorite character, to be honest. Like he's kind of like in a way a comedy relief. Not that he was funny, but like he had some funny lines and that, like he knows he's old and people bust him about it, but yet he has his wits. He was he was in the war, and he like was like not a surgeon, but like he worked on guys. He was like a medic kind of guy. And you just kind of at first you kind of think he's just an idiot, and then like he grows on you. And he was my favorite character in the movie. But yeah, I dug this movie. I thought the ending was really good. You like everybody in this movie. At least I did. There's always that one person. Oh, I don't really like him. Of course, you don't like the troglodytes, but it's crazy. And then there's like 13 troglodytes, and I think 2 pregnant women. And I'm not going to say what they did to the women, but when you see it, it's like, oh, wow, that's not a way to live. It's just bad. Like, they're basically just there to breed. And what they did to them it's pretty horrifying. Pretty bad. But yeah, I definitely recommend this movie. It's a good movie. It's really good. And I will put the trailer below for this movie. So go check it out when it comes out. I'll have, the date off the top of my head. I can't think of it. But I'll put all that information below when this movie is coming out and everything. And go see it. Get it on video on demand. Get it when it comes out on Blu-ray and all that. It's worth it. I really like this movie. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.